coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Finding some room at midfield. And some room to maneuver. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get this up to the 29. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Gallman. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Pete Werner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
These two teams all tied after one. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence back to Kamara for another catch. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, hey, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Ballage And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Balaj, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. From the gun, it's Jackson. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints are on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On play action, Lawrence.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Pushes him over. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half, it's Lawrence.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Going up top for Kupp. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now Lawrence.
Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And they'll run again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
A give to Kamara running right. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 38, Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson now. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Jackson's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Jackson will throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10.
Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
On play action, Lawrence.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hey, Charlie! Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, get your swarm on. Mike 22. Go on. Come on. Greystone, travel.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
61, matchbox, lights, go, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation you cut.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Again, Jackson. Being chased out left.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.